Beer, you're back in the Fantasy Bar Tuesday on tap with 6 of my favorite plays ready for you here on this huge Tuesday night slate, including some of my favorite value plays, great buy low options, guys I think are underpriced, a starting pitcher in a very good matchup on the cheap, couple great home run spots, and of course, my favorite play tonight. Who we talking about? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Tuesday edition Beers Daily Fantasy six-pack. Running it back here once again. 6 of my favorite plays ready for you to go here on FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and hanging out here in the Fantasy Bar. Before we get to the plays, let's get to the housekeeping first. Thumbs up button. Make sure you click that if you enjoy the content. You like hanging out here in the Fantasy Bar. Great way to support us is click that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel as well. Don't miss any of the content. And head over to scoresandodds.com/beer for all of your sports betting needs. Reminder, our intro play, the first play of each video, can be found on our RotoGrinders YouTube Shorts page and on Twitter. We'll give you that play there. The rest of the plays here in the main video. One more note here on the slate. Couple weather spots to watch. Also, Coors Field on the docket. Don't need me to tell you to play Coors Field. Also, Cincinnati, San Francisco, Arizona, Atlanta. Some huge totals there. Some great spots to target. But we want to find you some spots outside of those games. Some great stacking options in all 3 of those games. Lots of plays there. But let's get some plays outside of those 3 high total games. All right, let's start in the outfield with Juan Soto of San Diego. Now, this is one of those spots. You want to get off of one of those high total games, I think you can go right to San Diego. Why? Alek Manoah back in our lives. I'm sure you've heard the story of Manoah, the struggles this season, going down to some very low ball and still struggling there. He is back, and that's good news for us and the San Diego Padres. Now, Soto, to no surprise, leads this team. Woba, ISO, both solid against right-handers this season. Manoah, like we mentioned, 375 Woba allowed and a ton of hard contact. 2 left-handed hitters way up at 55%. So it's Padres, nice off-the-radar stack here compared with some of those high total games. Even if you just need a one-off play, love this spot for Juan Soto. All right, let's get you some value here at second base with Eddie Julian of Minnesota. So great value right here on Julian. Way down at 3,100 on DraftKings, under 3K on FanDuel. 4 multi-hit games for this guy over his last 5. That gets the ISO up to 271 on the season. Leads this team with a WOBA at almost 400 this season against right-handed pitcher. Now, Woo, a guy a lot of people are going to target here as a starting pitcher option, and you know he's a favorite here in the Fantasy Bar. But the story with Woo has been very good against right-handers, flat-out dominant, but not so good against left-handed hitters. In fact, flat-out awful there. 496 WOBA allowed, 367 the ISO allowed the lefties, and that strikeout rate against righties way up in the mid-30s, against lefties way down at just 20%, 47% fly ball rate, 58% hard contact rate here. So our power mix in play here. I think Julian, a very sneaky, cheap play here tonight against a potential high-owned starting pitcher in Mr. Woo. All right, speaking of starting pitcher, let's get you my favorite option. We're talking Tarik Simon of Detroit. Now, I know some are going to shy away from this. The pitch counts, he's not going deep into the game. Look, first of all, I'm expecting that number to rise with each and every start that this guy gets. Things are going well. Nothing really bothering him. And even in those limited pitch counts, this guy's been flat out dominant, averaging 18.5 DraftKings points per start. So showing you, doesn't need 90, 100 pitches. That would be great. That would raise the ceiling. That would obviously give us a bigger floor. I understand all that, but been very, very good even with these limited pitch counts. So with a lineup like this and prices in the mid-8s, I'm definitely looking at Tarik Simon tonight. Kansas City, 5 projected starters at 30% or higher strikeout rate against left-handed pitching, and as a team, they are striking out at the 7th highest rate at almost 25%. All the other numbers, ISO, WOBA, WRC plus, way down at the bottom of the league here. Tarik Simon, even with limited pitches, great option here tonight against Kansas City. All right, let's get you another value bet at third base with Heimer Candelaria of Washington. So Lane Thomas didn't work out for us yesterday. We want to go right back to the well here on Candelaria. Another great buy low option, under 3,500 on both sites. 4 home runs for him now over just the last 9 games alone, leading this team in both WOBA and ISO this year against right-handed pitching. And Jamison Tyon, always a guy I want to pick on with lefties. To me, Candelaria, the best lefty in this lineup. Tyon giving up a 434 WOBA, big 329 ISO, and a ton of hard contact as we'd expect at over 54%. Candelaria, another play like Julian. Too cheap as a one-off play here in your cash games or your tournament lineups. All right, it's time. Take a look at my favorite play for Tuesday night. Before we do that, let's run it back. Beast of the Night contest time. All you got to do, hit that thumbs up button and head to the comment section and guess fantasy points on FanDuel for my highest scoring hitter. Don't even have to guess who it is. Just guess fantasy points on FanDuel for that highest scoring bat of the 5 I'm going to give you. Closest guess, you're going to win a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. All right, let's wrap this baby up with my favorite play for Tuesday night. No mass, the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We're going to wrap things up with another outfielder here, Luis Robert of the White Sox, tonight's Beast of the Night. Now, love the spot for him here. We mentioned in the opening, we got Coors Field, we got high total games with Cincinnati, the Giants, Atlanta, Arizona, so lots of other ways people go, not to mention some of the starting pitcher here. So, to me, it says Luis Robert could fly under the radar, and I think that's a big-time mistake. Righty on righty, been fantastic. 362 WOBA, 288 the ISO. Carrasco really been getting hit hard by right-handed bats. WOBA over 380, ISO up over 275, and at least one home run allowed in 10 of his 12 starts so far this season. So great matchup here for Luis Robert. Thinking the ownership should be kind of low here, even coming off that big game last night. But a way to get different from some of these big total games. Luis Robert, easily my favorite play on the board and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it for our Tuesday six-pack. As always, you got any comments, questions, or feedback, feel free to hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, fantasy points for my highest scoring hitter on FanDuel tonight for a shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium. Like and subscribe if you have not already, and you can give me a follow over on Twitter as well at Beermakersfan. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out here in the Fantasy Bar. Good luck tonight. We'll take a couple days off. Be back again on Friday. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Friday, everybody.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist